Hello, everyone. And for those in the United States, on the East Coast, I say good afternoon. On the West Coast, it is good morning. And for those anywhere in Africa, I would say good evening. And those in the UK, I would also say good evening. And thanks for joining us. When I founded Integrative Ruminations, my goal was to provide a platform for education and management consulting. My vision was simply to analyze and create awareness. And you have seen me do that in so many different ways across the platforms that I use. What we try to do in this space is to seek to explore the social issues that confront our world and us, and to find ways to make us all healthier and better custodians of the world that we are blessed to inhabit. And in so many different ways that I do that, that is always my focus. Therefore, when the Nigerian Nollywood director and producer asked me to be the executive producer of his next movie, I did not spend any time ruminating on what that could mean. For many reasons. Number one, because I knew that his vision was consistent with my vision. I also knew that this will be one more way for us to tell stories that will transform us. And it has been a tremendous experience. And we have together been able to work on a movie known as The Citadel, which tells the story of the underbelly of corruption in Nigeria and also of the people, good people, who find themselves and consider themselves the chosen one to try to end that. It is a story that most of us can relate to. And so, what I have had the privilege of doing today is to have in this space some of the people who acted in that movie. And I am delighted to bring them to you. And so I will begin to introduce them and ask them to also tell us a bit more about themselves. And so as I do that, you will hear their stories and you will hear from them what it was like to make this movie. And so the first person that I really would like to introduce is a young woman by the name of Joy Johnson. Joy
Okay.
Johnson comes to us from Nigeria. They are all actually with us now from Nigeria. And she's been in Nollywood for several years, which means that she's been acting since she was a young person.
Yeah.
The movies that she's been, well, she's still young, but she's been acting since she was probably a child. And she's had more than 10 movies that she's been part of, including City of Killers, The Lion, Son of Python, Return of Son of Python, Love and Echoes, Nurses in a Mood, Save the Girl, Blood of the Beast, and many others. And now she will add the Citadel to her credits. So, Joy Johnson, welcome.
Thank you, sir.
I know that in Nollywood, you also refer to as the Twinkle. Why is that?
Twinkle is actually my more like a pet name, and there's a movie I acted. My name there is Twinkle. So there's this other movie too, but Twinkle is actually not that popular. The name they know me in the industry is Kamso. So I don't know if Kamso is listed in the movies you just mentioned. So I acted as a ghost in that movie. So it really went viral.
Right. I'm glad that your acting as a ghost was just acting because I'm happy we can see you. And you are from Edo State in Nigeria.
Yes, sir.
Right. So in Nigeria, Nigerians always want to know what part of the state you're from. What part of Edo State are you from?
From Esako.
Right. What part of Esako are you from?
Esako East.
Where is Esako East? What is the capital of Esako East?
EBA.
Oh, EBA. Okay, that's
Yes.
very good. So, welcome to this space. We'll
Thank you, sir.
have a lot of discussion going forward.
Sir.
So I am going to introduce the next actress, who is Chidera Lillian Mmadueke. Miss Mmadueke actually attended Chukwuemeka Odumegu Ojukwu University in Nigeria, where she studied theater arts. And she has also featured in multiple movies, and she's here after featuring in the Citadel. And so, Ms. Mmadueke, welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Where is Chukwuemeka Ojukwu University located in Nigeria?
Anambra State, Ibariam.
Ibaram, Anambra State. So,
Yeah.
what was it like going to school there? And when you did you know that you were going to be a Nollywood star?
Yeah, actually, I knew right from when I had my admission, and when I started schooling, it was not easy because theater arts is not easy at all. With the stage production, theatrical performance, it has not been easy, but thank God, I'm making it.
Thank you. And Joy Johnson, I neglected to say that you attended the Delta State Polytechnic in
Yeah.
Oguashuku.
Yes.
Right. And what did you study there?
I studied marketing.
And when you were studying marketing, did you know that you were going to be an actress?
Um, I was acting when I entered school. Though I didn't enroll on time, so I was already doing my movie stuff, and I like it. So and I'm doing well in it. So I felt there was no need for me to go for act since I'm good in acting. Understand? So I decided to go to try something else, and then at the end I will combine the two.
Right. And so, Miss Madweke, how has the road been for you as an actress? What has it been like?
Just like as we know, the drama is mirror to the society. It's more like trying to present like when an artist is trying to play a role and trying to tell the audience that this is what is happening in real life. It's not been easy, and I'm still learning.
It has not been easy, and you're still learning. I like that because we live and learn, and it's always better to see yourself as a learner because that is how you grow in the craft. So, welcome to this space, and I hope you're ready for more of the questions that I'm going to be asking you. I know
Yes.
that you're also described as an entrepreneur, right?
Yeah, I have a business. I sell perfumes and body spray, body mix. Exotic Sense by Dara.
Wonderful. So we'll talk about that and also how Joy does market herself and markets her movies. And so, Empress,
Yeah,
welcome. So today you are in Asaba, you told me.
yes,
Asaba is in Delta State.
yes.
That is where you live, but you are originally from, it's called Ebonyi State, right, in Nigeria.
Ebony State, yeah.
Ebonyi State. And you studied languages and linguistics in the university.
Yes, sir.
So when you were studying languages and linguistics,
Sorry?
did you know that you'll become an actress when you were studying languages and linguistics?
Oh, I've already become an actress before I started school. I've been an actress for school.
So you started acting as a child.
Yeah.
How did you get into acting?
Into acting.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I when I was little, I used to watch this movie of Genevieve Naji. I know you've heard of her, the popular actress. So I've always looked up to her, and I've always wanted to be like her. And I had this joy in displaying myself on camera, in front of cameras. Yeah. So I started 2014. Someone from my friend went to shoot. They took me, went to shoot. Then I played my first role in the um, Diary of a College Kid. So 2015, I came to Asaba. I started auditioning. I started going for auditions. So from there, they see me audition and they give me roles and I play. Yeah, that's it. From there, I just started.
Right, thank you. It is my understanding that Asaba has become a really big movie place. So is that why you live there?
Sorry, you said?
I understand that Asaba has become a really hot spot for making movies. Is that why you live there? We have lost her. So, Christian, I see you're about to.
I didn't have any particular reason. I
Yes,
just
doctor.
want to, yeah, I just want to act. I didn't go to Asaba because maybe people act movie there, or it's just I was naive and I just wanted to achieve this particular thing. I want to be an actress. I want to act. So I just went straight up to there. And then on my way, one time I saw an audition post. So I decided to join.
Oh, that's really great. So, Onyeka, Emmanuel, Uzowulu, I find
Good
you to
evening,
be,
doc.
yeah, thank you. I find you to be quite a fascinating man. You are a university lecturer. You're a university lecturer. You're
Yes.
studying for your PhD at Nnamdi Azikiwe University, and you're an
Yes.
actor. So, which of those do you prefer? A university lecturer,
Well,
PhD candidate, and an actor. Which of those roles do you prefer?
I think all the rules actually explains me. You cannot pick anyone out of me. So picking anyone as more important is actually not defining me. So I'm all those things. Those all those things also make me. I'm more because I'm also a lover of sport. I play football almost to a level of being a professional also.
So, when did you know that you wanted to become an actor?
Well, I started acting when I was a child, when
You started acting when you were a child. I think we've lost you. So, Empress, tell me what it was like to make the movie Citadel.
How it was fun. It's been fun. I enjoy it's movie. It's like the only thing I enjoy making in life. Like where I can display myself entirely and freely and enjoy it. You know, when you're doing something you love, that's how I feel. And I love it.
All right. So, Joy, tell us what it was like for you to make this movie.
This movie,
Yes, this one.
um, I would say I actually like the story. It is different from what I've been doing. I enjoyed every bit of it. The action parts, the magic, the effects and everything is is bombs. So like when I went through the script, I was like, I love this movie. And from the beginning we had some challenges finding locations, and at the end of the day, we got a good location, a nice place. We began shooting. Everything was going well. Um, I would say I actually like every bit of it. It makes really sense. The story writer really tried. He actually put in effort in writing the story, and I can't wait for the movie to be out.
Yeah, there are many of us who are waiting for the movie to be out, and we can't wait. And I'm really looking forward to that myself. Chidera, you played a very prominent role in this movie. And so I am wondering, you just heard Joy tell us about the the quality of the script, which is what for someone like her who's been in Nollywood for a very long time and has acted in so many movies, she said yes to this. She loved the script, she loved the storyline, and she said it was very well written, and the director put a lot of effort into getting the movie from stage one to the end. So, for you, why did you choose to participate in this movie?
Okay, the thing is, this is actually my first movie production, apart from the ones I've been doing in school. So why I was feeling so excited was at least I'll get to see how this thing called movie is, not the stage performance or my school ones. And then it was fun to meet some people there. Get I had to make new friends and all that. And also based on the script, both the behind the scene, everything was nice.
It was very nice. So I thank you. In fact, thank you very much for all of the roles that you played. So, if have you, none of you has seen the movie, the whole movie. You haven't seen it.
Mm.
No. So, do you know when you're going to see it?
No.
Hoping
Right.
soon.
Hoping you'll see it soon.
Ah,
So, do you like what you do? Do you like what you do as an actress? And what are the challenges of living as an actress? Let me start with you, Empress. What are the challenges of living as an actress?
Sometimes it can be a bit difficult. Yeah, it can, because um I don't know where to ask. Okay, as an actress, you face a lot of challenges in the industry. Um, Starting from the I just I just don't know where to start, but yeah, it can be a bit challenging sometimes. It can. It
It
can.
can be a bit challenging. And so let us ask you, Joy, you have been in so many movies in Nollywood.
Yeah.
And so you've been acting for a very long time. And so you have acted with many of the big guns in Nollywood, many of them. So what has it been like acting with some of those real famous Nollywood people, like you? And what has it been like being acting with some of those really big guns?
Real. Sorry. Excuse me, sir.
Like the real powerful, big
Okay.
henchmen in Nollywood, yes.
Okay. Well, I would say it's not really easy. Some of the stars, everybody with their attitude problem. So some of the stars you blend with them, while some you don't blend with them. And sometimes when you are reading your lines, some of them they don't. If you're not friends with them, if you're not close with them, especially, you get, it is really really good. It is very very good to be nice, like to be close to them, because when going through your lines and then maybe you're not getting it, you're cracking your brain and everything, and this person, this person is a star and is ready to shoot. You get, sometimes it is really really challenging. All I just do is just go one side and then calm my head down, go through my lines properly so that I don't. Some it's not actually it's not embarrassing, but sometimes you feel it's embarrassing because we learn. You get, but majority of them I'm close to them and I don't fight on camera. I'm not tensioned. I'm not pressured. You understand? Especially when you're good with them. I acted with this woman, Chinwonwo. Um, Apart from the director, she has been in the industry. She's a legend. She corrected me in so many things, which I really can't wait to be on set with her again. I learned a lot of things apart from the director or whatever. She actually taught me a lot. Again, so sometimes it's challenging and sometimes it's cool. But you can only enjoy being on set with a star if you're close to the person. Like if you guys are friends. Some of them they have attitude problem.
Some of them, yeah, I know there's that ego. So, Mr. Onyeka, I have next to you Professor Mata Genti, who is your colleague at Nnamdi Azikiwe University, where you are a lecturer and a PhD student, right? You know each other? Okay, so Professor Genti, let me ask you, do you know Mr. Onyeka? Okay, let's go to you, Empress.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. You know, Nick, of course, he's my colleague in the faculty.
He's your colleague in the faculty
Mhm.
at Nnamdi Azikiwe University. Did you know that he is also an actor?
No,
You did not know that he was also an actor.
no.
He's now exposed. We have exposed him.
I'm just getting to learn about this in this movie.
Right. So, in looking at the clip that advertised this movie, you were identified there as the project coordinator. What was your role, and how did you help to support the making of the movie?
Well, I'll be working with Kristen at the back end to make sure everything works fine. With regard to where I would say I played kind of supervisory role, ensuring that what they need for the movie, everything is available and everything is working fine, as planned. So more of supervisory role, playing the role of coordination, more or less. So that is my role. So I worked closely with Christian. So that's where most of the cast members to employee. So it's more or less that I was working on the background.
Okay.
So
Uh,
I was on set, I was not on set, then all the wherewithal that is required for the movie to be successful. I ensure that those are available. So that's my major.
all right. So, Empress, why do
Yes,
you
sir.
think people should see this movie?
Okay. Well, first of all, when you start with the name. The name is not something popular. Like it's not something. It's unique. So when you see the Citadel, yeah, I'd love to watch this movie, the Citadel. Then you go to the storyline. The story is really interesting. Like I love this story when I was acting. It was so nice. So this is the kind of story that teaches people some things you need to learn or be aware of. So yeah, I think people will learn a lot from the movie. Yeah.
So the there's a question here, and of course, the producer has been having a lot of technical problems. But I can probably answer that question as the executive producer. The question is, what does the producer of this movie hope to achieve in Nigeria's political atmosphere right now? And so you are the people who acted in the movie. And I am a bit distant from it because I am the executive producer, as I was not on set. And so I was not, but as the executive producer, that's a question that I can answer. Because of the platform that I have as, Integrative Ruminations and our media, which executive produced this movie, is an arm of my company, the Integrative Ruminations. And that's an excellent question. What we hope to achieve in the current Nigerian political landscape? Two things. Number one, that to expose exactly what happens in the underbelly of corruption that people don't see every day. Because in Nigeria, as we know, there's a constant talk of corruption, of the society being corrupt. But this exposes exactly how it happens and what supports it in the background. But the biggest part of it is, which is really the second thing that one hopes to accomplish, is the fact that we all have a responsibility to fight it, that we are all chosen. At different points in time, we are the chosen ones to fight the corruption, even when it's open and when it's not open, instead of just being part of it, because we experience things every day that remind us of how corrupt the society is. But we just let it go. So, what this movie does, and what one hopes to accomplish, is that reminder, number one, that there's a lot that goes on that supports corruption that we don't see. And secondly, that we each have a responsibility, that we should begin to see ourselves as the chosen ones. And in the words of President Obama, we are the ones that we have been waiting for. So we are the ones that we've been waiting for. And the Citadel, as Empress was saying, we should see it. Even just hearing the name should really spur us to see it. And we should be that Citadel. We should be the edifice, the very strong building that really should hold up the continent of Africa and the human society in the fight against corruption. We should be that Citadel. And so I will throw that question to you, Joy Johnson. I have answered it from the angle of a producer. And this is what we hope to be able to accomplish with the movie in the current Nigerian political landscape. So to you as an actress, what do you hope that this movie will do in the current Nigerian political landscape? What do you expect people to learn? Yeah.
I think the this movie will go far. Reasons is that is quite different from the rest. Understand the storyline and everything. And if this movie will be published on YouTube and other places where audience can reach out to it, I think it will really really help. Then this movie is it teaches a lot from the beginning to the middle and to the ending part. It's ended well. This particular season ended well. I really really liked it that we got to kill the evil man who has been kidnapping, killing, and doing all sorts of things. You get the bad guys, I would say. I really really love that ending part. I like it so much. And when I shared the trailer of this movie, a lot of my fans were like, "Ah, I like the way you fought with that guy. I like the way everything ended and all of that." And they actually can't wait to go watch the movie. Because it will really help this generation, especially here in Nigeria. The things are going wrong. A lot of things are going south. A lot of things are going south, and I think this movie will really help this because it has a good storyline and a good ending.
Right. So since I just have the two of you here as the people who acted in the movie, I think I can ask you some personal questions. What was it like for you two on the set? Did you know each other on the set, and did you get along well?
Are you asking if I know the
If you
director?
knew Empress, you and Empress, if you
No,
set,
no,
right, you did not, you were not on set at the same time.
no. Met her on set. I don't know her. I just met her on set here
Oh, you
on
just
this
met her
movie.
on set.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Citadel. Yes.
Right. And did you get along well?
We did. We did.
Okay. And what was the chemistry like for the entire cast? Because what I like to do as an executive producer is to make sure, because I was always asking the director, almost every day, I was asking the director, how are the cast members? Is everyone healthy? Is everyone eating right? Is everyone taking good care of themselves? And are you taking good care of them? And how is everyone doing? Is everyone comfortable? So now you can tell me, as the executive producer, were you comfortable? Did you feel well taken care of during this production? That question is for Empress.
Oh,
Before you answer too, Joy.
okay. You asked about how the casts were, right?
Yes, how the cast were and how did you feel? Did you feel that you were well taken care of and that you were comfortable during the making of this?
Um, actually, I at some point I really felt loved. Actually, because of the cares and the cooperation. Then the side where I felt bad a little, it's normal for people to, people come together with different background, different attitude. So it's left for you to try and adjust yourself to cooperate and merge with everybody. So, but everybody was quite okay. The director, he tried to look after everybody to make sure they are okay. Then the crew members, they were so friendly. Yeah. A lot of them I have not I've never seen them before, but we got along. We even shared contacts too, so we got along, and the same with the actors too. Just like Joy now. Joy was, yeah, she's friendly, and the same with other people. So everything, yeah, the set was really nice. It was okay. Everybody was fine. Everybody was okay. Yeah.
Right, very good. So, Joy, the same question to you.
Okay. I would say I really enjoyed every bit of it. There was no much problem on set, though I met different faces, new faces, new people, new set of people. So it took me time to adapt to. It took me time to adjust. You get, but I only had issue with my director just few times, which is normal. He's kind of somehow hot tempered. When you are doing a lot of things at the same time, trying to see if this is going well, and you're directing,
It's
you're
true.
acting, and all of that. He really tried. He really tried. He tried so much. And at the end of the day, we we settled our differences.
I'm happy to hear that. And both of you, I listed some of your movies, Joy Johnson, and you were like the lead female character.
Yeah.
And Onny Michael is not here. And so, but I listed some of the movies that you've been in. And Annie, you've been in several movies as well, including Arrows of Love, Saving Haley, Our Kind, Connected Soul, Deity of Origin, and many others. So, have you seen some of Joy's movies? And Joy, have you seen some of her movies?
Not really. I mean, it was actually my first time seeing her on that set. So, I haven't actually seen. And mostly, when you watch people on movie on DSTV or YouTube, they don't actually look the same way when they're the same way you see them physically. They look different. So, you sometimes just like when people see my movie, they don't know that's me until they see me, or they see me face to face. So people look a lot different, a little different from being on movies. So I even if I've seen her movie, I might not actually tell if she, yeah, but I haven't seen her movie, and I really look forward to seeing her movies. Yes.
Right. So we have a question. This question is from here in the United States. It says, "How has working on this movie influenced your aspirations as an actress? And are there specific types of roles or genres that you hope to explore in the future?" And this question is apt because both of you have done so many movies. So, how has this particular movie influenced your aspirations? And in any way, since you've done so many movies, are there any other kinds of roles that you would like to play in future? We'll go to you first, Joy.
Okay. This movie is the movie really teached me a lot. I I love to I don't like acting. I don't like doing the bad girl part. Almost in all the movies I've featured in, I come out where I always do the good characters, and I love it. And that is what I did in this movie, like, and which I ended up killing the bad guys and all of that. Then in future, I don't wish to do I don't I know I'm an actress though, but I still have my own taste and the kind of movie I love to do. Okay, so in future I hope to continue doing the good girl and revealing the bad people in movie. And I love it when a story tells a lot. I love good movies, good stories. I love it extremely.
And I'm happy that this was a good story.
Yes.
Right. So, the same question to you, Empress. How did this movie, if at all, influence you in terms of your future aspirations? And are there roles in future that you would like to play that you have not played?
uh, well, the movie actually, to be honest, the movie actually made me to be aware of some things that I should be aware of, like being extra careful. Yeah. And as an actress, as I am, I think I'm versatile. I act any role. I wear roles character like a dress. So, but if I'm okay. I'm good in any area. I don't have any specific or particular role. I just base in. So I enjoy
Yeah,
anything.
I want to go back to what you said. You said, I wear any role as a dress. And you
Yes.
wear a dress and you take it off. So, does that mean that after every movie, and you move on, that role is done and you're just looking forward to the next one?
Yeah. I just do the work there. This is what they say. This is what you're to play Empress. I wait, so I deliver. Yeah, that's it.
Right. And so, how would you describe your role in this movie?
Okay. Well. Um. My role in the movie showing a cartel or using me to pass really let me say unaccepted message, because they use me. They send me message, they send me to do things I don't want to do, things I inside of me I feel bad about doing it. Of course I enjoyed it, I love it. And I sometimes they say I have to go and shoot someone, I have to go and kill someone, I have to, create some kind of disturbance in the society or something. So, and then inside of me, I'm doing it because if I don't do it, these people are going to come after me. So I am being subjected to them, and I'm doing this stuff because I don't, before them, but inside me, I don't like it. So I'm not. I like the fact that I'm not completely a bad guy. Yeah. So, but I enjoyed it so much. I did.
Right. So thank you. We have another great question. And Joy, this will go to you.
Okay.
Uh, the question is, especially going from what Empress Annie said about playing a role and taking off the dress and moving on with life. And the question that we have is from Canada, and it says, "Do you find that the role that you play in movies affects the way that people in society view you?"
Yes, it actually does, because sometimes you do things that people close to you, they'll be like, why did you do that? I said, I'm an actress. I do everything. You guys. So once I go through my script, sometimes I'll be like, will I do this? Am I going to do this? And then I ended up like, yes, I can do it. I'm an actress, so I have to go and deliver. You guys. And I try my best to deliver each lines. I do my best to deliver each lines. So it is challenging at times, but I like it.
Yeah, I just would like to this it's a little question without interpreting the script. Did you face any challenge in interpreting your role?
Hello?
I said, did you
Right.
face any challenge in interpreting the script? Your script?
No, I didn't.
What about you, Empress? Did you find the script challenging at all?
No, really. I mean, he gave us the script earlier. The production was professional, because when you're movie to make your movies professionals, you send your script earlier to actors. They study the script, where the character get acquainted with what they are supposed to play. You understand? So he gave us the script earlier, and we were able to study the script, and we read it. So we didn't have any challenges on set. Yeah.
Right. So we have, well, let me ask you, there's a question from New York. And the question is, what did you enjoy most about your role in this movie? Let's go to Annie first, Empress. What did you enjoy the most in your role in this movie?
Okay. I'm not sure I've played a bad guy for a while. My last movie was an epic movie, you know, a Thai rapper and all that. So I actually enjoyed coming back to playing a bad guy in a long time. So I enjoyed the part where I have to be like a gangster, and um yeah, that's the part I enjoy. I enjoy that part a lot. I did.
That is here you enjoy a difference. You enjoy playing the bad guy, and Joy doesn't like playing the bad guy. She likes playing the
Yeah.
good guy. And so, Joy, what did you enjoy the most in your role?
I, we are the messenger in the movie, the boss. So we're giving a guidelines to our colleagues. So the part I enjoyed more is saving the kids, going after the bad guys and saving the kids. I love that part most.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh, Great. Mr. Onyeka was dropped. He was having technical issues, and he has tried to come back on a million times. Okay, let's bring him back on again and see if he can answer this question. So let's see. Onyeka, we have a question for you from Lagos. The question is, well, it's prefaced like this. I am fascinated by Mr. Vowels Onyeka, a lecturer, acted in this movie. As an intellectual, have you researched about the challenges of Nollywood? If you have, what are the options for improvement?
Good evening. I first of all want to apologize for dropping off on and off all the time. I think
That's okay.
I'm battling network. So the question, yes, I have actually done one or two researches that have to do with Nollywood, and one of the challenges I think most of the writers, directors, movie producers have is that most of their stories do not really picture the Nigerian reality. You know, they build their stories more um, a Nigerian fantasy and not really concrete Nigerian reality. And so I believe if somehow they would be able to narrow down most of the storylines to picture real Nigerian stories, I think there will be real improvements in the Nigerian industry. Could see in big movies, various wonderful movies, like, for example, using the Citadel, it actually dropped down to explain um, deep what happens deep underground in the Nigerian society. So,
Yeah, thank you for that answer. And that question actually leads me to the next question I'm going to ask you. And also, I would just ask two more questions, and then I will leave you to go and enjoy the rest of your night. It's already night time over there. So this question is also from the U.S. I think from North Carolina. It says, what kind of preparation or research did you do for your role? And were there any particular skills or experiences that you had to learn or imagine? What kind of preparation, what kind of research did you do? And did you have to learn some new skills to prepare for it? Or did you have to go and sort of go underground or whatever you did to live differently to learn what your role was going to be? Anybody can go first.
okay.
Yeah.
Um, first, first of all, the role I acted was really challenging because it was the first time I happened to play a bad guy role. So I I had to watch some movies to see how bad guys, act, how they present. And then the interesting part about the role is that I'm this innocent guy who you would never suspect is a bad guy or is into bad things. So the role actually suited me very well. So when I did research on how um, these other guys in different other movies act, and I saw how they were able to blend in. So I think with that research, and I was able to pick one or two skills from them. So I pulled that into my acting, and it helped me deliver the way I did.
Thank you. And so going to that going to that question and your response, um, I can assure you that when people see this movie, for example, you and Professor Agenti are colleagues in the university, and Professor Agenti did not know that you're an actor. And so, Professor Agenti, have you ever considered him as a bad guy? Because there was a question before that said, does the role you play in a movie influence the way people see you outside of the movie? And here is a guy that you know, and in a movie he played a bad guy. Will that surprise you when you see this movie?
Mm, kind of, yes. Because I've always known Onyeka as someone that is gentle and, you know, always friendly there. But I've never seen him from that perspective. So I think I'll be surprised, but I will know I'll be surprised because I never knew him as an actor. Um, I'll try to know, to see the different, personality of him in the movie.
Right. So somebody asked, and so you, Joy, Annie, Empress, Onyeka, you who acted in the movie, I think you'll see it before then, most likely. Somebody asked, when is the movie expected to be released? It is scheduled right now. It's scheduled to premiere on August 31st. So that's when it's scheduled to premiere. But I think that you guys will probably have a premiere first for people who acted, in it, so that you can actually see yourselves. But it's expected to premiere publicly on August 31st. And then it will be made available for purchase online before that, right after that. People can purchase it online. People can see it on YouTube, and people can see it on our media's platform. But I want to end with a final question. One of the things that a bunch of things have been evident to me in interviewing you guys, and I'd like to hear your take. It is the fact that all of you are quite educated people. You have college, you have university degrees, and then here is Onyeka, who is actually a PhD student and a university lecturer, which means that you consider education valuable. And I think for Empress, you were actually even already an actress making movies before you went to get your higher education qualification. So, what would you say to young people who want to become younger people? You're all very young, but what would you say to younger people who want to get into Nollywood and do not yet have the educational qualifications that you have? What would you say to them? Would you say to them, get your education, or would you say, yes, just go ahead and do it, or education helps you? What would you say?
Yeah, well, um, my advice is actually in Nigeria. To be sincere, let's to be frank, in Nigeria, education cannot like give you the thing you want in Nigeria. So my advice is do both. It's not easy, it's not. But spending 4 years in the university, spending money and reading and all that, uh, without doing any other thing for yourself, it's not really very okay. And not being in school, not being educated in Nigeria, it's not still okay because just when I got into school, I got into school because I felt intimidated education wise. It's not because I needed it for qualifications or something. No, I you can make it without education. You can make it. You can do anything You can be an actor
Out of it,
if you have the skill, if you have the talent inside of you, and you know this is your passion, this is what you're born to do. You can do it without education. Why education is needed is for the respect, and also in case if you want to pursue um any line in education like politics or any. So when I got into school, I chose linguistics because I didn't want to choose theater arts because I already know what I'm doing in the industry. So I don't really need to do theater arts. So I chose linguistics because I also want to explore in the political part. So for my advice, I think you should do both. If you should be educated, and you should also do what you love to do, something that will open opportunities for you. Yeah.
Thank you. You know, it's interesting because Professor Agenti, who is on the screen with you, is a professor of linguistics
Yeah.
at Nnamdi Azikiwe University. So, and you studied linguistics. And so, Judge Johnson, what would be your advice to younger people as far as education? Those young people who want to get into Nollywood and be as famous as you are.
My advice for the young people is if you have the dream and passion for it, go do it. Do it. You can combine the both education, which is a must, necessary, I would say, in everyone's life here. So it is good to be educated because you cannot just be doing movie and you go reading your lines because you still need to go to school to read your lines. You get, so you can do both. And if you choose not to go for arts, not to go for act, you can actually go for another courses. They have.
And to you, Onyeka,
okay. Advice.
you, right? What is your advice? What would it be? You're the one who is really in this in that space, the higher education space.
My advice to the young ones out there is that you should take your education very important. It's actually be the primary thing that concerns you. You know, if you have the opportunity to move from primary to secondary and then to the university level, then I think it is worth the shot. And then trying to combine it with acting or whatever thing you might tag as passion or skill. I want to tell you that it is possible that you could actually do the both. You know, most of the cast in this movie are examples of studying, myself also studying and also acting. That's doing what we have passion for. So whatever you have passion for, you could actually combine it with studies. But in doing that, always remember that your education is primary. So that's it.
Thank you. Yeah, there are so many people online who are wishing you well, thanking you for this movie. And I honestly thank you very much for agreeing to be part of it. It is my hope that this is not the last time we are going to work together. It is the first, but it's not going to be the last. And thank you very much. And I look forward to meeting you either at the premiere or at some point in the future. So thank you very much. And so God bless. And say hello to everyone in Nigeria.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
All right,
you.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye bye.